Happy Thursday. Hope you're having a great week. Nathan here with you again, one of the pastors at Shepherd of the Hills Lutheran Church in Tucson. So how are you doing this June? Are you finding ways to stay out of the heat, to stay cool, to stay hydrated? It seems that just about every other day on the forecast, not only are we hearing how hot it's going to be, but we also get tips and cautions on how to stay cool. Not to spend too much time in the sun, even telling us the best hours to walk our dogs. Right? Don't take your dog out for a walk after 9 or 10 a.m. and then not until after 6 or 7 at night. Otherwise, that pavement is too hot. If you're going to be outside for more than half an hour, make sure you have enough water with you, and even the amount of ounces to drink per hour that you're outside, depending on how many hours they are, the right sunscreen to have. And one of the big recommendations are, if you're going to sit outside, make sure you are underneath the shade. You have something shading you from the direct heat and sunlight of the sun. Hearing this these last couple weeks as we've had temps well into the hundreds, made me think again of one of perhaps the most interesting names for God that we find in the Bible. It comes in the book of Isaiah chapter 4, where God refers to himself and his presence as a canopy, as shade, as shelter from the heat of the sun. What a cool picture that is for God's presence. Right? Not the literal sun, but just the heat and drying out that life can do, the different pressures or anxieties that we might put on ourselves, our own sin and the guilt that comes along with that. God says, my presence comes between you and whatever is trying to dry you up. He says, I protect you from those things. I shade and shelter you from those things, he says. What a great picture of what our God did for us by sending his son Jesus. Jesus living a perfect life for us, and then on the cross, taking God's wrath, taking our guilt, taking the punishment for sin, suffering hell, literally shielding us from all of those different things. So as summer continues and you see those different heat warnings, I want you to think of how God shades and shelters you from all the things that threaten you, that threaten to dry you up, that threaten to give you heat exhaustion, so to speak. I want to read those two verses from Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 4, they're verses 4 and 5. Then the Lord will create over all of Mount Zion and over those who assemble there a cloud of smoke by day and a glow of flaming fire by night. And that's how God speaks of his presence. That was his presence for the Old Testament Israelites, smoke and fire. And it says, over everything the glory will be a canopy. It will be a shelter and shade from the heat of the day, and a refuge and hiding place from the storm and the rain. Your God is your shade, your shelter, your canopy. Till next time, God bless you.